Hey everyone, welcome to the YouTube live stream of our Variety Hitmakers Red Carpet. I'm Tiana, and today we're going to be talking with some of the best people in music. We have Charli XCX as our Hitmaker of the Year, Jack Antonoff as our Producer of the Decade. We have Benson Boone that's going to be here, Olivia Rodrigo. So make sure you stay tuned to this live stream because they're going to roll through really fast and you're going to want to be here. So keep it locked right here. We'll see you soon. We have Grace Bowers here with us. How are you doing today?
Great. It's hot out here.
I know, I just didn't anticipate that it was going to be that hot.
No, it's like in the 20s in Nashville right now, so this is nice.
We got to talk about your year because the last time we spoke, you weren't 18 yet. Now you're 18, which means you can play in kind of whatever venue you want. There's no restrictions anymore.
Right, yeah.
So what's something you did this year that really stuck out? What was the highlight?
I don't know if I can pick just one. I had so many great opportunities this year, but it's kind of been my first year touring and on the road. And it's not glamorous. We don't have a bus or anything. But I've kind of been getting a real taste of like what road life is like. And I love it. So that's been really cool this year.
Well, you also played Bottle Rock, which is like a huge festival.
Yeah.
How was that? I saw you played with your new band too.
Yeah. That was one of my favorite festivals we did because I'm from Northern California. So I had a bunch of friends and family who came down there. And also that's just like, it's such a cool and easy festival to do and had a great lineup as well. So we might be back next year too. But yeah, it's definitely one of my favorites.
How did you go about selecting who you wanted in your band? Like what vibe you wanted, you know?
Yeah, it's definitely still kind of a revolving thing. But I think mainly, especially being in Nashville, like I'm surrounded by incredible musicians like 24/7. And just kind of playing around, I used to sit in with everyone in town. So I kind of was able to figure out, like, I love playing with this person, I didn't love playing with that person, and kind of just pick and choose. Like, I had the ability to do that, you know. But it's cool because everyone has a different influence and background, and it definitely comes out in the music quite a bit.
Absolutely. And before I let you go, I have to know, you have this like classic rock edge about you, and you're so unreal at playing guitar. Like, where did you learn? How old were you when you first like maybe taught yourself?
Yeah, I was 9 years old, and I had a little acoustic guitar, and I went to a church to learn guitar. And this dude was like very, very Christian, and I came in wanting to learn like Hell's Bells by AC/DC.
As
and
you do,
and
yeah.
he was like, "No, I'm not going to teach you that. There's bad words in it." And I'm like, "Well, I want to learn it." So I would go home and listen to it, and I would kind of teach myself how to play it. So that's kind of how I first got started, and then kind of got into other genres from there. But it started with that.
I love that. Well, it's been amazing watching you kill it
Yeah,
this
I
year,
appreciate
and
it.
thank you so much. Have fun inside.
Thank
Grace
you so
Bowers,
much.
everybody. Gorgeous dress. I'll let you go. Hi, Grace. single day.
Oh, really? Okay.
That's the vibe.
I love that.
Okay, you and me have something in common.
Oh, God.
You're Canadian.
Yes, where are you from?
I'm Canadian. I'm from Toronto, but
Okay.
you were raised in BC, right? I was born in BC.
Vancouver Island. Okay.
Okay, so is that like a kind of secret to just like successful Canadians in the US? Is it the BC girlies?
I think so. What's weird is Pamela Anderson lives like 20 minutes from where I live. Like David Foster's from Vancouver Island. Like there's all these random people.
And have you met any of them?
No.
Okay.
But I feel like everyone on my island like knows where Pamela Anderson lives. I feel like it's a whole thing.
Absolutely. Okay, you've seen so much success this year with Flowers. What was it like seeing it just blow up and like fans react and just like kind of propelling you into music even further?
Yeah, honestly, I was so scared because I had put out Fingers Crossed and I was like, if the next song doesn't do well, I'm like a failure at life. And so it was so amazing to see that a song I wrote while like laughing and having so much fun with my co-writer ended up being this amazing, like impactful thing to other people.
Yeah, I always hear that. People are always like, I almost quit music and then this blew up. So it's like it's meant to happen like that, you know?
Yeah.
Well, also today we're honoring Charli XCX as our hitmaker. What was something that was brat this year that happened, either to you or in pop culture?
Oh, God. Ooh, to me. I mean, I feel like I don't normally go out, and I went dancing once, and I feel like that was very brat of me.
With the one time dancing was brat.
Yeah.
Okay, I feel that. I love that. Well, congrats on everything this year, and have a great time inside.
Thank you so much.
You look great. I like the fit. So do you. Thank you so much. We'll chat soon, I'm sure.
Hi. Sorry.
You are Songwriter of the Year. Aww. I actually talked to Jack Antonoff. We did a behind the song, and he said when you get in the room with Sabrina, it's just magic. Is that true? What's that vibe like between you and Sabrina Carpenter?
I love Sabrina like a sister, and she's so inspiring to me. Every single day I'm in the studio with her, and same with Jack. So I had the absolute best time writing those songs with them.
When you get into a room with a new artist, what's your approach to songwriting? Like, do you listen to what they want to share? Do you come with ideas? Like, I'm always curious about how that works.
Yeah, I think every day's different. So some days, you know, the inspiration will be really strong, and other days we have to dig a little bit more and talk longer till we get to the seed of what we want to talk about. But, I mean, with somebody as articulate and a songwriter like champion as Sabrina is, it's always easy and really fun.
Did you guys know when you wrote Espresso that it was going to be massive? Like, were you in the studio like, oh, this is a hit?
I think it's easy to tell when you're having fun writing the song, and then sometimes you're like, okay, if we're having fun like that, I feel like other people will have fun listening to it, but I'm notoriously bad at ever knowing if a song is like a hit or not. It's so hard to tell.
But you have so many hits, so I guess for you, you're just like, they're all hits.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm having fun, so I'm happy anytime anyone responds to it positively.
Absolutely. And what's interesting is the songwriter category at the Grammys is fairly new. Like, we're talking 2023.
Yeah, it's only third year this year.
Yeah, can you feel that shift in the industry as a songwriter? Is there a little bit more recognition and maybe respect for songwriters?
I think so. I think it's exciting as a songwriter to feel the visibility more from the general public and how people are really getting excited about people that are behind creating some of their favorite songs. So I think that's what I'm really excited, but also in the industry for sure.
And Amy is behind a lot of your favorite songs, so definitely 100%. Well, thank you so much for being here. Have fun inside.
Thanks, have a good one.
Thank you. Oh, sorry.
How are you?
Good, thank you. I'd love to chat with AP.
Some people are like, no, we're not up for a chat.
Amun Starr from Universal, and she's actually has a big project in Egypt.
Okay.
Yeah. But I'll let you ask her all about that.
Okay, I'm going to get you on this side then. All right, well, let's just jump.
American living in Egypt.
Oh my God. Well, let's start there. I mean, you said it right there. You're an American living in Egypt. What's that like, making music as well?
I'm making music there, and I'm actually working with the Ministry of Antiquities. So I've done several projects aligned with the Great Pyramids, and I'm also facilitating artists coming from America and doing their, like raves and stuff like that.
Oh, what's that like? That's super interesting.
It's amazing. Yeah, no, it's like the Great Pyramids, but rave. Yeah, like
What's
total.
it like? Do people get like a culture shock when they come?
Yeah, it's a culture shock, but it's very international. It's everyone's very open. It's amazing, actually. It's kind of like LA, to be honest. It's very progressive now, but it's Egypt. So
No, I completely
also
understand.
archaic at the same time. It's very like living in 8,000 years ago and the modern times. So it's very weird. Yeah.
So what was your highlight of 2024 now that we're wrapping it up?
I think the highlight for me was just I think the cultural shifting that's happening in the world, and for myself, my personal experience, I feel like I'm becoming more of a woman in my music. Like I'm really grounding myself and realizing that I'm enough and I'm good enough to do exactly what I want to do. And so I love that. That's what happened for me on a personal level. But yeah.
And did you happen to do your Spotify Wrapped? Who was your top artist or top songs of the year that you were listening to?
Oh my God, I've been really listening to a lot of dance music, and I don't have anyone in particular right now. And Cobra. I've been listening to a lot of Cobra.
Okay, well that's fair.
That's my playlist. Yeah,
I love that
music. I love. Yeah.
Okay, I love that.
Oh, and I just made a song called Bitchy, so I just wanted to push that out. Yeah.
Yes, I love that. Okay, we'll have to check out Bitchy then. I love it.
much.
Have a
Yeah.
great time inside.
Oh God, I'm so sorry.
All right, we got some people coming down the carpet. I'm going to have you stand just right over here. And we are live on Variety's YouTube right now.
Oh, we're live. So I won't say anything vulgar.
You can say whatever you want. Okay, you are a massive songwriter. We have to talk about so many things today, but first and foremost, Chapel Roan. Good luck, babe.
Yes.
Tell me about how that came in the studio. Like, what was Chapel giving you? What were you giving?
It was just, I had been lucky enough to work with her, before we did My Kink is Karma, like a year before we wrote Good Luck Babe, or maybe 9 months before. And so we already had a rapport and a vibe, and she was just telling me about something that was going on in her life. And it was something that I related to very much as a fellow queer person, experienced very many similar situationships in my 20s. So was really excited to dig into a song that I really related to as well.
It was based on true stories then?
I mean, I think the best songs, there's at least a good chunk of truth in there, and then the rest has to be poetry, of course, to make sure it's a great song. But I think my favorite songs are ones where, at least the core of it is very truthful.
And what does a typical songwriting session look like with you? When an artist comes in, how do you decipher what they want to say? Do you kind of wait for them to share a story, or you come in with ideas?
My main thing is, normally I want to, especially if the artist is a really strong writer and is looking to tell their story, I want to hear your story as much as possible. So I start almost every session with an hour-long conversation, just hanging out. Not like I'm not interviewing them. It's not like a stressful conversation. You just hang out and
just get to know each other.
Yeah, and I love to find lyrics and the title even in something they actually just said to me in conversation. And take mental notes while they're talking of ooh, that would be a good lyric, that would be a good lyric, exact quotes from the conversation, just to make it feel as real as possible.
I love that. And as we're wrapping up 2024, what was your highlight of this year?
My highlight of this year was for sure Good Luck Babe. It's I think it's my favorite song of my entire career, and I've been really blessed to have an amazing last decade of hits. But this one means a lot to me, just because of it's like a song I would really listen to in my personal life, and I feel like as a teenager this song would have owned me. You know what I mean? It would have been all I listened to as a kid. So it makes me feel really proud.
I love that. Well, thank you so much for writing all the hits.
I try.
Thank you so much for Good Luck, babe.
Thank you.
Have a great time.
Have a good one.
Thank you. Justin Tranter, everybody. Awesome. Right or behind Good Luck, Babe? Classic. Already a classic.
There's not much I can do about it.
I'm not going to judge you for it.
If you are just joining us on this live, we are live at Variety's Hitmakers on YouTube, just waiting for some people to come through the red carpet. We still have Olivia Rodrigo, Doechii, Charli XCX. Very excited. We're gonna see when they come.
She's like my two favorite designers, just threw them together right before I came here.
I wish I walked into my closet with no plan and came out looking like this, to be honest. That would never happen to me. Now, I have to talk about Good Luck, Babe. One of the biggest songs this year. Talk about working with Chapel Roan on that song and how it blew up.
Working with Chapel is one of the great honors and gifts of my career. There's literally one generation artist. The talent, the vision, the honesty, vocal, fashion. It's truly one generation artist, and so I'm just so grateful that
Are you going to do an interview?
I don't know. Started working
Oh my God, of course.
I heard Kitty Club, which I cannot write. I just heard it and was like, I need to meet that girl. And she was unsigned, and I didn't care. I just thought she was such a genius. So, Good Luck, Babe. I would like to highlight my favorite co-writer of my whole career.
I love that. I love that you see that.
Yeah, we came with it.
It's like, I gotta meet this girl.
I was waiting. Maybe.
Now, have you been talking to her? What's next for her with this next one? Can we get more of it?
You know, it's always up to her to tell the world what she's up to, but no, I mean, we definitely, I've seen her a bunch I've seen her a little bit the last couple of months, and obviously she's been so busy, but I got to go see her at Outside Lands Festival, and it was one of the, like, when she did Kika's Karma, which is something I also co-wrote with her, I was like crying just because I was so, I can't believe I'm a tiny part of that party. It's just,
And there is so much talent here today at this event. Is there anyone here you want to like songwrite with next?
I mean, I don't know exactly who's here yet, but I am such a songwriter. I want to write with everybody, ever, always. I feel like Charli's here, and Charli and I did co-write years ago for an amazing European dance artist named Alma, an alternative dance artist named Alma. But I've never written with Charli for her project, so that would be a dream. She's great head sound right there for me. Thank you so much.
Absolutely, coming out of Brad Summer.
Exactly.
Last question. It's that time you just talked by Rass's drop. Who's your top artist?
My top artist was Ethel Kane. She has been my top artist for the last 2 years. And my second most listened to artist this year was...
Does he want to chat? Sorry.
Yes, please.
Hey, Sean.
What's up?
Let's go right over here. Sorry, it's a bit of a tight squeeze. We're actually live on Variety YouTube right now.
Oh, we're
so
live?
we can say hi to the fans. Yeah.
What's up, LA? What's up, all over the world?
Sean, what a year.
Appreciate
What
it.
was your highlight? I mean, I think I can guess, but...
Well, it started Loving on Me, Jack Harlow.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jack. You know, he's a special guy from Louisville. And then Did Not Like Us with Kendrick Lamar. So it's my first time here.
Well, you're going to have a great time,
I
man.
guess you got to make hits to get invited, but...
Well, I didn't make any hits and I'm here, so...
Oh,
I mean,
you look great, too.
thank you so much. Well, I got to talk about Not Like Us for a minute. When
Okay.
you were in the studio, did you know it was going to be a hit?
No, I actually started the idea. Like, I live like 10 minutes away in Beechwood Canyon, so I was just at my house and I just kind of had this idea. Me and my co-producer Mustard were just thinking about stuff for Kendrick, and I texted him the idea, and then it was like a month later. It happened really fast, and you know, I'm just blessed to work with someone like Kendrick, and it was just a special moment.
So he loved the concept then right away. Like, as soon as you pitched it, it sounds like you texted over and a month later
you
it
know,
happened.
Today, you know, it's a lot of texts and emails, and I think Kendrick just like hearted the beat that Mustard sent and was like, this is crazy. And I mean, we heard it when it came out, like that was the first time I had heard it. So like it
Wait,
was.
what? How does that happen?
It was a surprise for all of us, and it was just a crazy moment to be a part of. So.
That
I'm
is
excited.
insane. And did you do your Spotify Wrap this year? Who was your top artist or top song? I'm always curious.
Oh, it was Mustard and Kendrick for sure.
Your
those
own
two.
song?
Yeah.
You're like, I actually played my own song the whole time.
That was it.
I love that. Well, have so much fun inside.
Thank you
Your
so
first
much.
time?
Have a good.
Go enjoy
day.
it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hi. Oh my God, young Miko. Come on over. What I would wear on a daily basis, so I understand. I mean, this was the year of young Miko. We are live right now on Variety YouTube. You were making music back in 2018, and you put it out on SoundCloud, right?
Yeah.
So that's how you got your start. How does it feel coming full circle now, like really going on a global scale?
It's so fulfilling to be able to look back and probably think had no idea that it would be worth it, and I wish I could go back and just tell her, you're doing fine, you're doing great, it'll all be worth it, and just keep having fun. So I'm so glad I'm here, and I'm so glad this is all happening. I'm just excited to be able to share all of this with the people that have also been here since day one.
Absolutely. Well, you had a huge year. You opened for Karol G as well, and you guys starred in the Contigo music video together.
That was so fun.
What's the dynamic like between you guys? Like, do you think we'll see another collab soon?
I definitely hope so. I definitely hope we can continue collaborating, just maybe not just one more, just a few. The chemistry between us is awesome. I love her so much. She's a dear friend of mine, and I'm so grateful for everything that she's done for me.
Absolutely. And I know you have a lot of obviously Spanish-speaking fans, but you also have a lot of English-speaking fans. So could we see you maybe dropping an album in English sometime?
An album in English? That could be maybe a possibility. We did just do season 2 of Arcane, a show that just recently came out, and I sang in English. That was pretty cool.
So it could be a possibility. I think the fans want
You'll
it.
definitely get English surprises throughout the year.
Okay, and can you talk to me a little bit about the baby Miko effect, the Miko effect? Your fans are all over social media, baby Miko. What is the Miko effect?
We have this joke whenever we go on a live show. For example, when you go to a festival, you know that the crowd is not there to only see just you. They're going to be seeing other artists, right? And we call the Miko effect when somebody starts off looking at me through the first songs and they're like, who is that? And throughout the show, they're kind of vibing. And then at the end of the show, they had their phone on, and then he got the Miko effect done on them.
And they fall in love with you.
Yeah.
You're like, perfect. And lastly, you've been touring, you've been doing shows.
Yeah.
What is it about people throwing underwear and bras on stage? Like, what do you do with them all? There was like a record number in Orlando that were
There
thrown.
was a record number in Orlando. The weather was definitely panties and bras. It was great. I'm definitely not mad about it. I don't keep them, but
She doesn't keep
I
them.
appreciate them. Yep.
I love it. We'll have a great time inside.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Can I ask you a good question? Yeah. You like our executives of the year?
Yeah, absolutely. Executives of the year. Oh my God, I love it. We're live on YouTube right now. What was the highlight of 2024 for you? Maybe some new artists you discovered, or?
There were a lot of highlights. You want to take this?
I think certainly the breakthrough of Benson Boone and Teddy Swims marked some real highlights for us. Seeing newcomers like Dasha and Michael Marchese and NLE Choppa have breakthrough years, and of course, Zach Bryan continuing his meteoric rise has been amazing to
Zach's
watch.
killing it. Green Day started with a bang. We just put out the Linkin Park record. So, I mean, really across the roster, there's so many highlights and many to come.
What's the secret to being executive of the year? Like, is it just being on top of the music game?
Yeah.
Grinding.
Have lots of
Working hard.
patience.
Yeah.
Seriously, you got to just understand that the success will come even when it doesn't feel like it, and keep betting on stars, and that's the way it's supposed to be.
But really supporting your artists, your executives, and everybody involved in the ecosystem.
What do you look for in a new artist when you're looking to sign someone or work with them?
Well, we want them to have something to bring to the table, right? So real talent, point of view, a willingness to take risks, to dare to be different, right? We really want them to stand for something, and so obviously Warner has built on an unbelievable DNA of some incredible artists, from Prince to the Red Hot Chili Peppers to Madonna, and that was sort of the blueprint for what we were going to try to replicate under our tenure.
Yeah, well said. And they got to want it more than anybody. That desire to work, to evolve, and to really be, challenge their own convictions and really rise above the challenges, because it's not a straight line to success. You really got to grind it out.
Absolutely, for sure, in the music industry as well. Absolutely. Well, thank you so much,
Thanks
and
for having
congrats
us.
on being executives of the year.
Much.
Thank you. All right. It's very hot on this carpet as well today. Here?
Want me to do one picture with her first?
Oh, yeah, of course. Of course. Greg's going to go take a pic and he's going to come back.
Yes,
Is that, yeah? Yeah. We are live, but you're good. You're good. You'll come back to me.
All right, right back.
You're all good. This is how it happens on a red carpet. People be like, wait, I'm just going to get one more picture.
Yeah. That's my buddy.
I love it. Go for it. And he's back.
Yes, we're back.
I'm going to have you just on this side.
All right,
we'll jump right in.
Nice.
Greg, nice to see you.
Nice to see you, too. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you doing today?
I'm good. This is sunny LA.
It's very hot. I thought it was going to be cold, and it didn't happen.
Very different from Washington, where I'm coming from. So,
okay. Well,
yeah.
you work with Quavo a lot. He's our Humanitarian of the Year. Talk to me a little bit about Rocket Foundation and what your mission is. Sorry, one sec. We're actually live right here.
Yeah, well, the Rocket Foundation was created in honor of Takeoff, who was shot and killed. And I met him because I'm also a survivor of gun violence. I survived a near-fatal shooting in 2013, but at the time ran the national advocacy organization focused on gun violence prevention. And he came to us and was like, look, I want to do something. I want to change things. And that's where our partnership really began. And it started with figuring out how we can grant to local organizations. He committed $2 million to local organizations in Atlanta, Georgia. That's more than the mayor himself, right, to violence prevention programs. And then together we started advocating for change. I brought him to Washington, to Capitol Hill. We met with 20 members of Congress, pushing for difference. He sat down with the vice president years before she decided to run for office and advocated that there needs to be a team and more done in Washington. And then literally the next day, she created the first ever White House Office of Gun Violence Prevention, and I was hired to be the deputy director. And so I've been serving in the White House for the last 14 months, 442 days.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, and since then, he's been working to pour more resources into community and elevate the folks of Atlanta and nationwide, and really shifting the culture and narrative on this issue. And I've been working on the policy where we moved $240 billion into violence prevention at the federal level. We passed the first law in 30 years. We did 54 executive actions around this issue of gun violence. And our combined efforts has equaled a 17% reduction in homicides this year.
What's that like seeing results in what you're advocating for? You know, because for so long there can be a fight for something and you're not seeing change, but to actually see that change must just make it all the more worth it.
Yeah, I mean, it's such a big deal. I mean, the bill we passed, that's the first bill in 30 years. Right? When you think about the resources, when we started investing in violence intervention organizations, you know, he was the first one to do it in Atlanta. We were the first ones to do it nationwide through the White House. And for me, it's so heartwarming because this is not just stats and figures. These are real people's lives. You know, 18% reduction in homicides. That means there's more people, you know, going to weddings and birthday parties instead of going to funerals, right? And instead of burying their babies. And there's nothing more empowering than to know that more people are living happy, exciting, and fulfilled lives, as opposed to losing it to this tragedy. And gun violence is a huge issue. I mean, it's the #1 cause of death for youth in America, #1 cause of death for black men in America. It's the leading cause of newly disabled Americans. It's actually the #1 cause of death for pregnant women, more than actual labor-related complications. And so I think we forget how big it is, but it's very real to Quavo after the loss of Takeoff. It's very real to me as a survivor. And now there are literally 1 in 5 Americans know someone who's been shot or killed.
Well, thank you so much for sharing that, and thank you for the work that you do, both you and Quavo. It's great to see actual change in the community. So thank you so much for speaking on that.
That's Rocket Power.
Yes,
thank you.
Rocket Power. Rocket Power. You heard it here first.
I am so sorry.
You're good.
I just bombarded your
To it. What was the highlight of 2024 for you?
Oh my gosh, touring all over the country for sure. Doing Europe for the first time. I book every performance myself, so.
Do you? What's that like being your own booker?
It's pretty amazing. The freedom is incredible, and just being able to go anywhere, play anywhere, it's amazing.
Oh my gosh. Okay, and did you do your Spotify Wrapped? I'm curious. Who was your top artist? Who was your top songs this year?
Gosh, that's such a good question. Honestly, I love 70s folk. So Joni Mitchell, Joan Baez, like just all of those incredible female folk artists I'm just madly in love with.
So you're obviously going to see A Complete Unknown, the film.
I just saw it.
Oh, you did? What did you think?
Absolutely love it. It's unbelievable.
No spoilers because it's not out yet.
No. It's incredible. Yeah, it's like the movie for folk music.
Oh my God.
It's incredible.
It makes me want to be in folk music, and I'm not a singer, so.
Folk music is coming back in such an amazing way. It's incredible.
How are you kind of like recreating that in your own style when you're doing music?
Yeah, so I kind of call my music Gen Z folk. So it's basically folk music for a new generation.
Just like reintroducing it a little bit, making your own.
It's like updated folk. Yeah.
And what can we look forward to from you in 2025?
New music. New music is coming in 2025. Debut album. Okay. Really exciting stuff. Yeah.
How long have you been working on that debut album?
I am about to get started. Yeah. It's I've been writing all the songs, but next steps are coming soon. So the new year is going to be amazing.
I love that. Well, congrats. We're super excited to see the new album. And thank you so much for being here. Thank you.
I'm not doing any chatting, no.
No chatting?
No, I'm sorry.
Producer of the year? Jordan, you've had a year this year.
Yeah, it's been exciting.
You've absolutely blown up with your song Kehlani.
Yeah, it's been crazy.
How did that even start? Like, walk me back to like when you first were writing the song, deciding to title it.
I made it in my bedroom, so that's always a good start to the journey. Yeah, and yeah, I always wanted to write a song about her, and it was the right time to do it. So yeah, I'm really, really excited and happy about it.
What got you about Kehlani that you were like, I'm so inspired, I have to write a song right now?
I love tattoos, and I love her music too. So it's a double whammy. I had to do it.
So how did you get her on the remix? Tell me about how she got involved.
She actually hit me up, so it was like really, really organic. She hit me up on TikTok, and like I was in the middle of I was like in a club, and she was like, "Oh, send me the open verse," like FaceTime me. I was like, "Oh, damn!" I had to find the file, I had to phone my brother, and we managed to make it happen though. So, yeah.
And what was that like performing live with them with Kehlani?
Amazing. It was exciting, and like the crowd were like electric. It was an amazing experience as a whole. Yeah, I'm loving it.
And what can we expect from you in 2025? Are we going to get another viral TikTok hit?
Of course, we're going to get loads of different music. Great features. I have a great feature on my mixtape coming up. It's called, actually I can't give the name yet, but next year, January, I'll definitely have it out.
Okay, and I have to ask, did you do your Spotify Wrapped? Who is your favorite or top artist, top songs of the year?
I always get The Weeknd.
Do you?
I always get The Weeknd for some reason. I love The Weeknd, so yeah.
So perhaps a collab?
Who knows, one day, yeah.
You're like, you heard it here right now.
You heard it here. Yeah, let's do it.
I love that. Well, congrats on all the success in 2024. The song is fire, so you did good. Enjoy your time inside. Thank you so much. Awesome. It is heating up here on the red carpet. It is very hot today in LA. We got the sun right on us, but we're out here. Everyone's out here in their suits as well. So we have Flav coming down the carpet. Maybe he'll chat to us for a little bit. We are live on Variety's YouTube as well.
Okay, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you? Well, first of all, I saw you post a TikTok with Cynthia Erivo for Wicked. Did you see Wicked? Did you love it?
Oh, man, I haven't seen the movie yet.
Okay.
I haven't seen the movie yet, but it was such an honor meeting this woman, man. I mean, and her presence was so gracious, man. She's a graceful girl, man. I really love her, man.
How did that TikTok come about? Were you in the same place at the same time?
Yeah, we was at the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade.
Okay.
And I ran into her right before Jennifer Hudson was going to go on to perform. And when I ran into her, I was shocked. I was like, wow, this girl is like the biggest star of our time right now.
Yes, absolutely. And for you, what was your highlight of 2025?
You mean my highlight of 2024?
What was your highlight of 2024?
There we go.
There we go. I was going to say what's coming up in 2025, but let's go with the highlight.
My highlight of 2024 was me being at the Paris Olympics and just enjoying all of those moments, man. Yeah, unforgettable memories, man. The best memories I can take to my grave with me, man.
Well, Flav, always a pleasure. Have fun inside. Always good to see you at these events. Thank you so
and
much.
Always
I like
a
the
pleasure
fit.
Seeing you too. What's up, baby
Lainey,
girl?
good to see you too. Are you chatting, Lainey? I don't think today. Oh, that's Flav.
Hi.
Want to come talk to Access Hollywood?
Let's do it.
We have Charli XCX on the carpet right now. She's taking some photos. We'll see if she'll stop and chat with us. Our Hitmaker of the Year. Brat was the biggest album this year. It leaked into pop culture absolutely everywhere. So let's see if she'll talk a little bit about it to us. I'm already obsessed with Charli's dress, so this will be interesting. It's gorgeous.
Amazing. Well, I have so much fun for you. Stop it.
Thank you for having me. Yo, what's up, man?
Charli, are you chatting?
We're not doing
Friday?
any
Oh, okay,
comments,
you're good, Charli XCX, everybody. Our Hitmaker of the Year. She looks gorgeous. You'll have to check out the pics and make sure to stay tuned to her Hitmaker speech. We'll see her there. Yes, absolutely.
Fantastic.
We'll just get him on this side when he comes.
Okay, of course. All right, Yoshiki, we're going over here. Right.
Yoshiki, our International Achievement in Music. What does that mean to you to be here today and to be recognized with that award?
Well, I'm from Japan. Then, I've been living in Los Angeles for such a long time. Then it's just, such an honor. Almost like anything's possible kind of thing. I feel very grateful.
What's the biggest difference when you're performing for a U.S. crowd versus a Japanese crowd?
I play stadium in Asia. We play. I play Carnegie Hall, Madison Square Garden, but I can kind of walk the street in the U.S. In Japan, maybe not.
In Japan, people recognize you and want photos, I'm assuming, immediately.
Yeah, luckily. Yes. Mm-hmm.
I love that. And what was your highlight of 2024 this year for you?
I got a hands and footprint event at Chinese theater this year. Happened to be our first Japanese artist in history. Then first Japanese artist in Variety Award. So that's.
I mean, you're a musician, composer, fashion designer. Is there anything you can't do? I mean, is there something else, another industry you're looking to get into aside from music?
It's I make wine. I make champagne. But it's in a kind of same kind of same industry, like same category, entertainment. So yeah, that's what I'm good at.
I love that. I'll have to try your wine then.
Oh, yeah. Please. I make a bunch of different kind of champagne. Wine as well. Yes.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for being here today, and enjoy your time inside. Thank you, and congrats. Thank you so much. That was Yoshiki, everybody. Always a pleasure. All right.
She hasn't come through yet.
Mm-hmm.
Dasha, look in the corner. In the corner, Dasha. And one more beautiful smile right there for Dasha. Dasha, all the way right. Straight ahead, Dasha. And one more time, Dasha. Let's get those full right here. And that gorgeous smile right beside her. One more, we'll come back in the back row. Great. Dasha, one more time. All right, Dasha, thank you so much.
Yes, for sure.
Hi, Dasha. Okay, I'm gonna get you right here.
Yeah, we are live on YouTube.
Let's
Hello,
go.
you look gorgeous.
Thank you so much.
You've had such a year. I mean, viral hit, Austin.
Thank you.
Take me back to when it first started, like when you were writing it. What were the thoughts?
It was last year. It was last May. I just like fired my old management and label, and it was just like I didn't know what I was doing. I was going through this really horrible breakup, and I was just heartbroken, honestly. And I turned pain into a song, and it worked out. I wrote it with my friends, which is the crazy part, and then I made this line dance up for it, because I go line dancing in Nashville all the time, and it just one after another, it just kind of lined up. Yeah.
How did you feel seeing that snowball on TikTok and just everyone's doing the dance? You're seeing it everywhere. The song is everywhere.
Oh my God, it was actually insane. It was hard to like fully live in the moment because I was so afraid that I was like being delusional, because you see all your own content and like you see people like making content to your songs and stuff, but like it was just crazy how big it got. And it was during the time where a lot of other songs weren't going crazy because of the Universal publishing thing, and so it just like the universe aligned for me in that moment, and I'm just really grateful. Yeah.
How did 2024 change your life then with this song?
Everything that could have changed. Absolutely everything.
What was the biggest change that you're noticing now?
I mean, I'm here right now, I'm with Variety here, and just life's different, and it's fun. Yeah.
I love that. And did you do your Spotify Wrapped yet? Who's your top
Oh
artist?
my God, I
or top
literally
song?
haven't done it yet. I'm not even kidding, but I'm guessing it's Sabrina and Chapel.
That kind of makes sense.
Per usual, but yeah, that's yeah.
And what are you looking forward to lastly in 2025? What do you have coming up? Maybe some new music?
Ooh, oh my gosh, yes. We have a whole new album. I'm writing it right now, and I just like feel so connected to my music right now and the sound, and it's going to be a big year. It's going to be super fun. Yeah.
I think we are all waiting for that moment, for that album drop. So thank you so much for being here. Have a great time
Thanks for
inside,
having
and
me.
congrats on the success this year.
Thank you so much.
Have a good one. Hi. Yes. Hi, Benson Boone.
We just have to be quick.
Yes, of course. So we're going to go right here. We are actually live on YouTube right now. So
Oh, hello,
everyone,
YouTube.
Benson
How we
Boone,
doing?
What you've been waiting for, our Newcomer Award. You've had such an incredible year. How has your life changed this year?
Oh, wow. It's changed a lot. This has kind of been definitely the biggest year of my life. Beautiful things obviously changed a lot, but a lot of touring, not being home, not getting to see my family. So it's like there have been very busy and hard parts, but also very, very rewarding and fun parts. A lot more people are hearing my music, and I'm very excited for next year. But yeah, it's kind of been a wild ride this year.
I can imagine. I mean, well, for those that don't know, you were on American Idol for a hot minute. You made the top 24, and then you decided to leave to work on your music. Has this year solidified that you belong in music? What was that change? What made you want to go full force back into the industry?
Pretty much right after American Idol, when I quit, I went right in, all in, and I think this is like the first year that people are seeing that, but it's been 3.5 years of giving it everything I have, so it didn't just happen. It's been a lot of work, but yeah, it's definitely paid off the most so far this year, for sure.
Absolutely. And lastly, how do you feel about the Best New Artist nomination? Where were you when you found out you were nominated? That's a huge category.
I was in Europe, but I was kind of like in the middle of...
Sorry. We're actually live right now. I'm just...
Sorry.
I'm so sorry. We're gonna take that. We're gonna take that again, and you
You're
can
all
tell me
good.
about where you were when you found out about your family.
Yeah, I was in Europe. I believe I was in Dublin, but it's an amazing honor because I know there are a lot of incredible artists this year, and so to be taken into consideration is amazing. So I appreciate everybody that was a part of that. But YouTube, hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for the love. If you don't know any songs, go listen. Benson Boone.
You will now. Thank you
you so
so much.
much.
Congrats again on the nomination.
Thank you.
Absolutely. All right, everyone's coming through on the carpet now. We have Doechii right now posing, looking fantastic. I'm loving the suits. It's a day for suits, and I mean, I kind of am in a vest, so I feel seen. love the fit.
Guys, in the corner, guys. Let's do one right here, guys. Big smiles right there.
Well, it was a girl.
Doechii, stay right there. Back up.
I really wanted.
I am absolutely. We are about to get Doechii. I'm very excited. I feel like I'm telling everyone I love their outfit because I do. I can't even help it. Just like the suits, the fits. Oh.
Let's see those nails, Doechii.
Oh wait, we have blue stuff.
Hi, Doechii. I'm gonna have you come on this side. I'm just gonna go over here. I was swooning over your outfit. That's
Hi.
So funny. Oh, hello. I was just saying I was loving your outfit. We're live right now on YouTube.
Oh, amazing.
So I was like,
Hi.
I'm telling everyone I love their outfits because it's like so many suits and things. Okay, so let's jump right in. You're nominated for 3 Grammys. Is there a category that would mean the most to you to win? I mean, we got Best New Artist in there.
I think that what would mean the most to me is the rap category for sure. I am representing women. I'm representing female rap. And so that is the one that is very, very important to me and special.
Oh, well said. I love that. I can see the passion for that as well. Now, Alligator Bites Never Heal, iconic album, but also iconic artwork for you got the croc in the hand. Have you interacted much with alligators since you're from Florida?
Yes, so the alligator that's on the cover is actually real. Her name is Coconut, and me and her are very close and we interact all the time. She's super cool.
Are you about to tell me it's your alligator?
I mean, I wish she was mine, but one day I'll have my own.
One day. Talk to me a little bit about where Swamp Princess came from. Like, what's the originating context behind that?
I'm from Florida, and so we have a lot of gators there, and they're just a really symbolic animal for me, and so I want to take it with me everywhere I go.
Absolutely. Yes. And now looking back on 2024, what was your personal highlight?
My personal highlight of 2024 would have to be my sold-out tour. My fans really showed up for me, and it was very special.
Oh, well, you're doing amazing. Fans are praising your lyricism. You've been absolutely wonderful this year. Yes. And thank you so much. Have a great time, and see you later, alligator. Absolutely. Hi, Ray. Talk to you. Hi. Get out of the way. So we are actually live on YouTube right now. So we're live to tape here with Ray. You've had an incredible year. Grammy nominations. I mean, Best New Artist. Where were you when you found out?
I was at home in my room getting ready to go out and do some work. I was getting my hair done actually, and actually on that day I was feeling pretty like, you have good days and bad days. I was having a bad day. And then they were like, you should put the Grammy TV thing on, the TV show where they tell you. I was like, why are we going to do that? And they were like, let's do it. And we did it. And then they said my name and I was like, holy, so nuts.
You're like, my day's better now, actually.
Well, no, it definitely was. It got a lot better very quickly.
Well, for those that don't know, you're also a massive songwriter. You've written for Ellie Goulding, Beyonce.
Careful.
Oh, we are live right now.
No, it's just the wire. I just saw him go down. Oh, no.
I know it's a tight carpet. What can we do? But no, I was saying that you are an absolutely massive songwriter. You've written for Beyonce, Ellie Goulding, Little Mix. How do you decide what to give away and what to keep in terms of music?
Well, I think that kind of when you're creating with an artist, it's not about your vision. It's about their vision and their story. So I think whenever I'm going to write for or with another artist, it's not about me, and you kind of take a different role. You're there to serve. You're there to kind of be a friend, talk things out and spell it out and help that said artist accentuate what's in their heart. And I love doing that. I'm such a people person, love a good chat, do you know what I mean? Yeah. So yeah, but for me it's different. For me, I'm like, it's not good enough, do better, really hard on myself.
Always hardest on ourselves, aren't we? Oh my God. Yeah. So, okay, what are we looking forward to in 2025? Do you have some new music coming?
Oh, I'm so excited to write. I'm starting writing again and I've missed it so much. So I'm going to just write until I've got a body of work I love.
I love that. Well, also, you have such a unique voice and vibe. I'm just curious, who were some of your inspirations growing up in music?
I love my jazz girls, Nina Simone, Ella Fitzgerald, Diana Washington, Aretha Franklin. I just love the Etta James. I love the jazz girlies, or the girlies back in the 50s and 60s who had those really powerful voices and amazing live presences. Yeah.
Oh, I'm so excited to see what you do in 2025.
Thank
so
you. It was so lovely to meet you. Take care. Have a good day. Thanks, guys.
You too. Bye. Okay, we have Olivia Rodrigo as well. Hi, do you guys want to chat? Yeah, Laufey, absolutely. I'm just going to get you right on this side. So nice to see you. I love the outfit.
Thank you so much.
You've had such an incredible year. You've really reintroduced jazz music to the current generation. I mean, how does it feel? Is that something that's big in Iceland as well? Like, is jazz music quite big, or did you also introduce it back in your home country?
Yeah, I mean, not necessarily. I think I grew up listening to a lot of jazz music, grew up listening to a lot of classical music. Just my parents are very kind of involved in that. But it's not necessarily something that's very involved in Iceland. I think the Icelandic part in me is the crossover part. Like, the Icelandic music is very, like, it's a mix of genres. Like, I think because the music community is so small, we're almost like forced to work with each other and kind of take down the walls between genres. Like, my mother's a classical violinist, but I grew up going to rock concerts where she was playing violin, and then she'd be playing with the opera.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we can come a little this way. The carpet is quite packed.
Oh, yeah, of course.
But yeah, just maybe just I'll ask you the same thing again, just in terms of bringing jazz music to a new generation and back home as well. You were saying there's a lot of mixes of influences. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, jazz music is something I loved so much growing up, and classical music as well. And I kind of grew up within the walls of an orchestra, so it was always a dream of mine to bring it to my peers, really, and kind of make it accessible in a way. I mean, my music it's not completely jazz or classical or anything. It's like a complete mix of everything, which I think is very is what Icelandic music it is a mix of all these different things. So,
well, you mentioned orchestra, and you recently played the Hollywood Bowl, which is such a staple here in LA. How did that feel, playing live with the orchestra? The live show is out right now as well, that people can go and watch.
Yeah.
How did that feel?
It was so incredible. I grew up knowing the LA Phil was, the best orchestra in the United States, and if not the world, and I grew up a classical musician, so I never dreamt of being able to play with them, and especially not my own music. So it was really very moving, and my whole family came out for it, and yeah, it was really special.
That's very special. And also, Olivia Rodrigo is here on the carpet today. You guys are good friends. Do you think we'll see maybe a collab soon? Could you see that in the future?
Oh my God, I mean, I could only hope so, but yeah, I'd love to.
You're like, right here, let's get her over here. We'd love to collab. And what are you looking forward to in 2025? What's something you have coming up?
I'm looking forward. I'm working on new music, so I'm just excited to kind of keep pushing my boundaries and while still staying true to myself. And yeah, excited to introduce the music to my audience.
Absolutely. And just out of my own curiosity, if I'm going to visit Reykjavik, what do I need to do as a tourist?
Oh my God. Okay, so you have to get a hot dog. We have the best
hot dog. I'm vegetarian. Is there veggie?
They have vegetarian options. Best hot dogs in the world. Just like the combination of condiments and stuff is really, really good. They do very good veggie dogs as well. And you have to go to the swimming pools, like the public swimming pools. We have a swimming pool culture. Every neighborhood has a swimming pool. You can just go there and sit in a hot tub and steam.
You heard it here first. I'll be pulling right up. Thank you so much. Have a great time inside. Thank you.
Can we do 2 quick questions with Jack? And then...
Yes, absolutely. Hey, Jack.
How are you?
Hi, I'll have you right here. Cool. We did our Behind the Song together.
Oh, yeah,
that was us in that studio.
Yeah,
it came out great. You did.
Yeah.
Okay, so our producer of the decade. What does that mean to you to influence an entire decade and beyond of music?
I don't know, man. There's a lot, right? I don't think too much about the past, so it's pretty heavy. So much of the work is about only thinking towards the future, so I'm not usually at a loss for words, but I might be with you.
Oh, well, you are well deserving of that award.
Thank you.
We can talk about something a little in the present. Kendrick Lamar's album came out, GNX. You're credited as a producer.
What?
How much of the album were you involved in? How did that come about? Like, what was the vibe in the room?
Oh, I mean, all stories for another day. It's too much to. We're kind of living in the moment of that thing just existing, and I always like to let people's imaginations run away, and then kind of later on, you get to decide if you want to explain how everything was made or if it just, it's like a thing you can play with. Sometimes you want to explain how something was made on a very granular level, and then sometimes like the mythology is more fun. But I don't know yet. I mean, I've been out in LA for a while, so I'm just like enjoying watching LA experience it.
Yeah, oh, for sure. Can we see you maybe producing a couple more rap albums in 2025? Is that something you're looking forward to, maybe?
I don't know. I don't know what I don't know what I'm gonna do. But I don't really. The way I come about working on things, it doesn't feel like it's the genre that's connecting me to it. It's more of just a deep feeling. Hey, Diane. I mean, that's. No, come on in.
Oh,
Diane Warren, come on in.
I don't want to take your.
Are you kidding me? All the slots are yours.
No.
No, get in here, Diane.
Should we come right in?
No, come on.
Well, you're right in the middle of your thing. Come on, take your
You're just
spotlight.
shooting the shit.
I want to take your spotlight.
I got a question for Diane.
Ask your question.
What's your question?
Do you? So you just sit down and write a song at a piano alone? Is how you write your best songs?
Or guitar, yeah.
Oh, a guitar. That was my question.
Both.
Oh, I always saw you at like a grand piano writing all the songs you've written, and I was wondering if you could do it on anything else, but you answered my.
I'm a guitar player too. I play as badly guitar as I play piano, but I can.
Yeah, but if you get too good at something, it's harder to write on it, I think.
I think so too. Yeah,
Are
if
we
you're
seeing
too
a collab
good.
here, maybe?
Well, we
In
did.
my dreams.
We did the one.
Yeah, but
Taylor song.
but we weren't. It was.
I think we gotta do something else. Don't
we weren't in the same room. It was like this way.
Yeah, we gotta do something else.
I might be like too big a fan to be able to function around Diane.
Oh, that's not true.
But that's why you got to do it.
He just says stuff like that.
No.
You're awesome.
You are a legend as well.
I'm
so
not a legend.
Yes, you are.
No,
You
no.
definitely are. You're
I'm
in the
not-
Songwriting Hall of Fame.
Yeah, whatever.
That's a big
No,
deal.
I don't mean whatever. It's fucking cool. Oh God, did I just make you lose your license?
No, you're good. You're good. We
you're
are
not
live. We are live.
Oh God.
We are
Okay.
live,
Well,
but-
no, Jack. Go back to your. I don't want to take your.
Hey,
You're asking you really good
we'll
question.
dovetail into you. You ready? Diane Warren.
Jack Antonoff. Okay.
Beautiful. We love this perfect handoff.
So that was a fun moment.
I love that exclusive interview right there with Jack. I just have to ask as well, you being in the Songwriting Hall of Fame, how have you seen songwriters get more recognition? The Grammy category for songwriter is fairly
I have my
new.
glasses on, so I feel cool.
Yes.
Okay. Even though I'm not cool with glasses enough and my eyes are hurting. Songs, Quincy Jones has a great quote. God rest his soul. It's about three things: the song, and the song. And that never changes. I don't know if I answered your question, but it all starts with a great song. It always does. And, I still do what I've always done, and I'm so lucky that I get to work with. So I have a great song out with her right now called The Journey that hopefully becomes Oscar nomination number 16, which would be great, from Tyler Perry's new movie, The 688. And I'm just working on so many things right now and so excited. And so I don't know if I answered your question. I think
Yes,
I
you
went off
did.
on a tangent, didn't
No,
I?
well, thank you so much for being a legend and constantly
I'm
producing
not
hits.
a legend.
No, she is a legend.
I don't think I am. I go to I just came. My office is right down the street. I was just writing all morning. Came up with something really cool. So it's all about what the next song is, right? That's what it's all about for me.
I love that. Well, thank you so much. Thank you for being here.
Okay, thank you for talking to me.
Of course. That was wild. We got an interview on an interview. Yes, absolutely. We're going to chat to Olivia Rodrigo now.
Hi, good to see you. You look amazing. No, you do. I'll see you in there.
Hi, how are you?
Cute little suit this is.
Thank you so
I'm
much.
obsessed.
I'm obsessed.
Thank
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good. We got to jump right in and talk about your tour. You were on tour for most of the year. It's like the biggest pop tour of the decade. How did that feel to be on tour? What was a highlight for you?
Yeah, it was incredible. I'd never been on a tour of that size before, and it was just absolutely surreal that so many people wanted to come and support me. I still have nightmares sometimes that I'll like show up to an arena or something and nobody will come, and so I'm always like so shocked that everyone is there and so sweet and supportive. But highlight, I think I always wanted to go to the Philippines. My family's from there, and I got to play my biggest show there, and so that was really special.
Did you get to bring your parents?
Yeah, I brought my dad, who's Filipino, and it was really special for him too. It was a very beautiful moment for me and my family. Yeah.
I was going to say, because you're an only child as well, right?
Yes.
So am I. So
yes.
I can relate to, like, you know, your parents are a little bit extra proud of you sometimes because you're the only child. So that was nice that you got to bring them. Definitely a highlight.
Definitely. I think it meant so much to both of us.
Absolutely. Well, you're no stranger to Grammys, but you are nominated this year for your song in the Hunger Games. What's it like writing for a song in film versus writing for your own album?
Yeah, it's amazing. I think creativity is often like bolstered by restrictions and not, you know, so I like kind of having these parameters to write in, and I was trying to write in the voice of the main character and, you know, make it go with the plot, and so for me that was a really fun muscle to stretch as a songwriter, and I'm really honored that it was nominated this year. It means so much to me, so yeah.
It's a great song. It deserves a nomination.
Thank you.
Absolutely. We're honoring Dan Nigro today. You've worked with him extensively as a producer. What's it like in the studio between you two? How do the ideas just flow out?
Yeah, it's so much fun. I say, like, sometimes me and Dan are in a session and it's like 75% eating food and hanging out and then like 25% actually making music. But it's just a lot of fun. I mean, lots of the songs that we've made have started out like as jokes, like Bad Idea, right? Like he just started playing as a joke and we're like, wait, that's kind of good. And so it's just a lot of laughs and a great time. I'm very lucky to know him.
And also, you wrote your album Guts kind of with touring in mind, is that right? And performing. So is there a song you were excited to perform before you even went on tour, and then you really saw it come to life and you're like, yeah, I was right, that's the one?
That's a great question. I was really excited to play All American Bitch live on tour because there's a section where I make the audience scream. I just feel like it's cathartic and like punk, and I love it. I miss it.
I love that. Well, thank you so much for being here today.
Nice
Always lovely to talk to you. You too.
Yeah,
yes, have a good one. Bye, guys. Perfect. It looks like we're kind of wrapping up a little bit on the carpet. Sorry? Oh, nice.
Look at that. Okay, I love it. You look so good.
All right. Hi, Lainey Wilson. You look great. I'm so excited to talk to you, so thank you for coming back. I'm glad to be here. We are live on YouTube right now. I have so much to ask you. I mean, Variety Storyteller Award, you really are telling stories in your music, so that's super fitting. How do you decide what's like too personal to share or what you're willing to share? Or are you pretty much an open book at this point?
Well, the truth is my daddy always says, like, if you tell all your business, you don't have any. So I try to remember that when I sit down to write a song. But what I've noticed is the more personal I do get and the more like small details that I put about myself and my story and just kind of getting deep down in there, it seems like the more people relate to it. And I think it's just like not being scared to go there and do it. And I don't know. I feel like the more I write, the better I get, and it's easier for me to go there.
That's totally fair. I think it's almost like warming up to it, and then you're like, okay, we're here.
That's it.
One thing you did this year, you performed at the Disney Legends ceremony for Miley, and you sang Best of Both Worlds. She was crying, I was crying. It was crazy. What was that full circle moment like? Because your first job was a Hannah Montana impersonator, for those that don't know.
I had the wig, the portable sound system. I sang off 15, 16 karaoke tracks. I had the best of both worlds. Like, I really did. I would open up as Lainey Wilson before I would put on my Hannah Montana show. And so it taught me a lot. It really did. It taught me that, like, at the end of the day, like, if you want something, you got to go get it. And I was doing 3 or 4 birthday parties a weekend. I was doing fairs and festivals, St. Jude, you name it, I did it. It was kind of showing me the ropes, I guess, a little bit of what this was going to look like.
Well, you mentioned you want something, you go get it, and that's a great point. Even just in the fact that you auditioned for The Voice 7 times, and then cut to this year, you're performing on The Voice. So what lesson did you learn there in your own self and just believing in yourself?
If you can, just somehow take that no and turn it into a yes. I always felt like I would have never even had the opportunity to try out if it was always going to be a no. And maybe I'm a little bit crazy. I think you got to be a little bit crazy to want to do this. But yeah, I always took it as, all right, well, it's just not my time. And so I think it's about, you know, just keeping on and finding your people who believe in your vision and what you want to do and the story that you want to tell. And sometimes it takes patience.
Absolutely. Well, now is definitely your time because you won Best Country Album last year at the Grammys. You're up for the same category again. Yeah. How does that feel 2 in a row to kind of get that recognition and be like, Yeah.
I don't take it lightly, I'll tell you that, and especially to see all the other folks that were nominated for that same category, I'm like, that's some good company to be in, so I take it as a huge compliment.
I'm a bit biased, but I'm rooting for you, I suppose. I'm like, I always love to see a woman win that category.
Thank you for that. Thank you.
Absolutely, and have a great time inside, and thanks for writing hits.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good to see you again. Yeah, take a sip.
Today you're getting 3 color.
All right, perfect. What a day. What a great way to wrap this carpet. Lainey Wilson, our last interview of the day. Thank you so much for joining us right here on Variety's live stream. And we're looking forward to the show. We're looking forward to see everyone's speeches. So thank you guys so much, and we'll catch you again soon.